compliment you've ever received?
What's the best compliment?
You have ever received?
Oh man, the best compliment that I've ever received. That that I don't know if it's the best compliment, but it's the most recent and it really resonated with me. I posted some footage of like an event that I did when I was singing, and someone came through and said that I could listen to your voice all day long. And I mean, as a singer, you would hope that people never get tired of hearing you, that anytime that you have a message or a gift that you would like to give, that it is received in that manner because we are artists, we are sensitive about our art. And so when someone says that to you, that is like a very humbling thing because there's so many singers, there are so many people creating really good bodies of work and art. And, just to have someone say that out of all of the voices that are on the planet, that they could listen to yours all day. So for me, that I'm humbled by that. I'm honored to hear that.
Tremendous. Who would be a dream collaboration? If you could collaborate with anyone on the planet, who would that dream be?
He passed on already. It would be Prince.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, yeah, but you mean if someone that's alive?
You can be both, but yeah, like let's do it live then, because you've already obviously answered that. Yeah, he's
For
unfortunately passed
real.
on. Okay, sure.
For real. As like production, for real, absolutely.
Okay. And what apart from music, what was your biggest dream growing up?
To do music.
Sure.
And it actually came true. I don't know if I ever was like so caught up in like dollar amounts. Like, I have to be this rich or this famous. I don't know if that was ever, but it was like in my mind, I was already a musician, like a professional musician. Like even before it happened, like that was already my trajectory. Like I was like, I'm a singer. Then like that's my life. And I think that dream has absolutely come to fruition. So yeah. I think
Great.
I gotta come up with another dream or goal, like or to like add on, expound on my dream.
I get it. I get it. What's the best piece of advice you've ever received?
Mm, know what you are getting into. Read contracts, don't sign anything. Please do your due diligence. And I think a lot of us heard it and we let it go in one ear and out the other because there was the desire to just be signed or just to, you know, be discovered. I think the best advice anyone could give anyone in any type of business is to please know your business. Please pay attention to everything that is written in black and white because at some point it is going to matter.
Right. What looking back to when you first started, say, um, being in New York to where you are now, how do you think you've matured?
Oh my gosh. Do you have all day?
Yeah, we go. Let's go.
I mean, you know what? I got signed when I was 19. I'm not going to tell you how old I am now, but it's not
Yeah.
19, right? Um, I mean, personally, like, I'm a mom now. And that just happened. Like I was chasing music for so long. Like I recently had my daughter. She's 8. Um, that in and of itself has changed my life tremendously in the last 8 years. Um, I mean, I'm a more emotionally mature. My discernment, my situational awareness, my ability to read people, my ability to say no, my ability to say yes and actually mean it has changed significantly. I don't really do a whole lot of things that I don't want to do anymore. When I was younger, I would say yes to things that I didn't want to do and be mad about it. Um, no is a complete sentence these days. Yes is also a complete sentence, but I think that just, I mean, multi-layered. I'm a grown woman now. Absolutely a grown woman. The things that I was interested in when I was younger, I don't have the interest in anymore. I don't even know if I have the energy for it.
Yeah.
I like real cool. I gotta be in the mood for like chaos. I like real calm, cool situations. So yeah, I think it's like night and day. I'm still the same Cheri, but a much more polished, calm. I mean, I'm still very much a rebel, as you can see, the pink hair, the tattoos. I think I'm going to always be that person, but it's a real calm rebel these days.
It's really cool. What's the bravest thing you've ever done in your life?
Had a baby.
Sure.
Ugh, because for a long time I was like cool. I didn't. Music was my baby. I was happy like being free. And I'm like a gypsy and a nomad of sorts, so I loved just I would go visit places and be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna live here for a year or two. That is no longer an option because there's like another person that I have to completely think about how does this affect them. But I was really scared of that level of commitment. um I think that's why I'm not married, and I think that's why I waited so long to have a child, because committing was like a really the only thing I was committed to was music. Um and even that sometimes I was like, hold on, I need a break. I'm gonna take a break. The commitment for me has always been like a scary thing. And I don't think it actually even hit me that I was having a baby until I was like being like walked into the hospital and it was like, okay, this is actually happening. So I think the bravest thing that I've ever done in my life is become a mom and face it head on.
Wonderful.
And I'm
What?
learning. I'm learning every day.
Yeah, I was about to ask, what is the thing you love most about being a mother?
Getting to see things again for the first time through her eyes. And then also learning things about myself that I probably never would have been able to find out had I not become a mom, because being a parent stretches you. I mean, in every capacity, it stretches you. Patience, um, compassion. Uh, you know, I think for moms, it's now your heart living outside your body and being every day. You're like in a constant state of on guard, because now you have this human being that is depending on you to navigate situations that they don't understand. So and listen, I don't I don't have the answers to everything. So sometimes like my kid could come and ask me questions and I'm like, in my head I'm like, how do I even
Mm.
answer this? How do I answer it? But yeah, I think that is the biggest act of bravery for me, is just taking this responsibility on and being present all the time. Because as a parent, you have to be present, and that's not always an easy thing. You
Yeah,
know.
I'll tell you, I had a 1-year-old, well, she's 13 months now, so I'm really
Oh,
understanding it.
congratulations!
Yeah, thank you. Her name's Alara. Um,
Oh,
so yeah, I totally get it. Like being from a father's perspective, I totally understand what you're talking about.
and shout out to Ronnie, my baby. She's like
Yeah,
my twin, my little broke breast friend.
yeah, yeah. It's cool being a
And
parent. Yeah,
yeah, absolutely. And it's cool to see myself in her. It's also cool to see her dad in her. Sometimes I catch, a look, or I'll catch and I'll be like, oh, wow, that's her dad all day long. Just to see another human, or see how you are like transformed into this new design. She's definitely an improvement on the design though. I think as
definitely,
all of our kids should be.
definitely. Um,
Yeah.
looking back at your esteemed career, what's been the proudest moment, and what has been some pinch me moments that stand out for you?
I think the proudest moment is when I actually got my record deal, because in that moment I felt like I did it, like not especially at that time, like now there with the internet and like other things, like other channels, it's not as, you don't need the machine as much these days. You can go viral, you can put out your own music on your platforms, but then it was more like, how often did people get record deals, and so I think that was one of the proudest moments for me. And then I just recently had a proud moment because I'm getting back into putting music out. And so for a lot of years, my child saw me as just mom. Like she heard the music and she saw videos, but she sees me as mom more often on a day-to-day basis than Cheri Dennis, and so I've been on tour with an artist named Lisa for almost 2 years now. But I also just put out my own project, and I had an EP release a couple weeks ago, and my dad and my daughter came out for that. And for her to actually see me perform, and also I had a show in DC over the weekend, and she came out for that. Father's Day, my dad came out, and for her to actually see me in my element as like not mom, but as like Cheri Dennis, and to see just the awe in her face, I think that is like one of my proudest moments for her to see me like as as like the way she turns on the TV and she sees all the other artists that she finds cool. It was cool to see her see
Yeah,
me in that moment as that, you know.
I get it. And she's gonna be incredibly proud, as she gets older and she realizes her mom is,
She can sing. I'm proud of her already at 8. She's a phenomenal singer. I like it. That's another thing, like looking at her and seeing myself and seeing the potential is like I'm inspired. It makes me go that much more hard.
definitely you're gonna be opening doors for her realistically down the line.
Some more, and the ladder goes down, man. Because at some point, I'm gonna hang it up. I mean, I'll probably always be creating, but like it'll be she'll be next up.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Sherry, thank you so much for coming on the show. I do
Thank you
appreciate
so
it.
much for having me. This has been a really, really cool, dialogue, and I appreciate it. Everyone, please check out the Garden of Eden. It's my baby, and I just hope that it inspires you as much as it inspired me making it.
Definitely, it's incredible. Thank you so much.
All right, have a great evening.
Bye.